Okay, let's take a look at some of the digestive system organs. So as we mentioned previously, there are two types of digestive system organs. There are the ones that make up what's called the alimentary canal, which is your food tube, and that's open to the outside environment. That goes from your mouth all the way down to your anus. The second kind of alimentary canal, or rather actually digestive organs, I misspoke, are the accessory organs like the liver and the gallbladder and the pancreas. And again, they are very important. They're critically important. So let's take a look at the organs of the alimentary canal. Let's start with these folks. And whether it's your esophagus or your stomach or your small intestine or your large intestine, there are 4 layers of tissue that make up your alimentary canal. So going from the inside out. So the inside, we have what's called a lumen. It's not considered a layer, but it's the lumen. The lumen is the hollow space within the alimentary canal. So the lumen of your esophagus is the hollow space in your esophagus. The lumen of your stomach is the hollow space within your stomach which receives the food. Okay, lumen is not just for the digestive tract. We use the term lumen also for blood vessels. The lumen of a blood vessel is the hollow space within the interior of the blood vessel that carries blood. Okay, so you've got the lumen. The first layer that directly is in contact with the lumen is called the mucosal layer. And that's pretty appropriate because there's a lot of mucus that's produced to help the food slide down your alimentary canal. The second layer is the submucosal layer. The third layer is the muscularis layer, and check it out here in the diagram. You've got circular and longitudinal muscles. So the circular muscles, they surround your digestive tract and help propel food, either one way, like a boa constrictor would swallow its food whole, or in 2 ways, and we'll take a look at that a little bit more closely later on. There are also longitudinal muscles that run lengthwise along the alimentary canal. And it's the combination of the circular muscle and the longitudinal muscles that helps your food move from point A to point B. It's got to move. And the last layer is the serosal layer, and that's the outermost layer. You'll notice that there are nerves, arteries, and veins going into these layers here. And that's for a variety of reasons. One of the main reasons, as we already discussed, was to provide your entire alimentary canal with nutrients and also control. There are afferent sensory pathways going from your alimentary canal going towards the control center. Most of the time it's the brain bringing data with it. The control center integrates and decides, hey, I think it's time to empty the stomach a little bit now, or hey, I think it's time to move food. So then the brain sends efferent motor impulses down, and all those impulses are transmitted up and down via nerves. And again, there's good blood flow to your entire alimentary canal. One interesting thing is that in your intestines, after you've broken down the food into the nutrients, one of the next steps is to get those nutrients, which are in the lumen of your intestines, out into the bloodstream and then distributed throughout the body. But one of the really interesting things is that instead of that blood going back to the right side of the heart, getting pumped to the lungs to get oxygenated, that blood, which is full of nutrients now from your digestive tract, goes to the liver. And that's called the hepatic portal circulation. And because the liver gets first dibs on all the nutrients. Then once the liver takes the nutrients out and starts processing them, then the blood goes back to the heart to dump off CO2 and pick up oxygen in the pulmonary circulation in the lungs. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, I think.